Tanjiro's ability and the flame breathing was similar. I don't know why I keep saying ability. It's breathing. I keep saying that.
Set your heart ablaze. Overcome your limits.
Hello, all you beautiful, wonderful anime fans. Shelby here, and today we are doing another installment of Anime Simp Hour. This one is all about the Flame Hashira. The just wonderful little bean of Rengoku. This is really the only shirt I have, which is kind of a crime because I need more. I actually love Rengoku. He might be my favorite. I know he's not in it that long, but I love him so much. And with doing this new, series, I wanted to do characters from different shows at first. I didn't want to do, for Bungo Stray Dogs, I did Chuya. I don't want to jump and do, Dazai or something like that. I want to give, a variety for people, you know? The variety of anime world. And so I'm kind of, starting with different animes, doing characters, and then I might kind of go back and do, some other ones or what people recommend me. So in the comments, let me know what other anime character you want me to do if there's one I haven't done yet. Currently at filming this, I've done, I don't think I did, the hint for this in Chuya's. I don't think I did. I meant to, and I think I forgot because I wasn't sure the order I was gonna do. I don't think I knew yet. So that's my bad. I'll make sure to do the hint for the next one after this when I'm done. So stay tuned for the end of the video to find out and give a hint or get a hint of who the next video will be about when I get to that. So I am really enjoying doing this, guys. I really hope you guys like this because I'm having a lot of fun recording these. I love kind of just trying to get the vibe of a character. Like this, I had a shirt, so it kind of worked. For Shaylien, I don't have merch or anything for yet. So it was kind of fun to kind of find out okay, what would he wear? What's kind of giving Shaylien in my closet right now? And I feel like I did pretty well. I have a Chuya shirt, but I just kind of felt he wears a lot of black. So I was the black fedora, that black shirt I have, perfect. Orange eyeshadow, done. It was just, I don't know. It really fit Chuya to me, and I was really proud of that for some reason. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. If this starts to do really well and I'm able to, or if you guys want to help me, I could start cosplaying the characters, actually buying cosplay and wearing the outfit of the character. That would also be kind of fun if you wanted me to do that. We'll kind of see how this goes for a little bit. But what this is for people who are new and don't know, I am taking a break from reacting to do kind of something else, test something that I can be a bit more creative, a little bit more interactive with you guys. And I love talking about anime. I love yapping, as we know. I love talking about shows and characters and stuff like that. Doing a deeper dive. It's called Anime Simp Hour, but it's not just going to be me simping over the character. We're going to be talking about everything. If they're hot, we're going to be talking about that. If we're backstory, we're going to be talking about deeper stuff, things we kind of wish happened, or something like that. So it's not just going to be me over here simping. It was a fun word and name that I came up with, and I was it just fit really well. And then I'm going to try to fit the aesthetic of that character if I can. If not, I'll do my best. But if I can't, bear with me. I might just wear whatever if I don't. One character I'm going to be doing, I don't know if I have a lot of aesthetic of him, but I'm going to try to piece something together. If not, sorry. Maybe it's something I can work on. But to see the other videos and the first few installments of Anime Simp Hour, go, find them. I'll put a link here of some of them. I'll put a thumbnail maybe of them or something like that. And go subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And check out my other social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, Etsy, and I have the membership thing on YouTube as well if you want to go check that out. And yeah. And, please let me know if you guys are enjoying this and if you want me to do this. If this does really well, I might not react anymore. I could just strictly do this. If these do really well, I'm probably going to. Just because I do really enjoy it, and honestly, I like just kind of sitting here and talking to you all about stuff. And I just, for the other reason, I was mentally needing a break from reacting, because friends, chilling, talking about anime at like a coffee shop or something. That's what we're doing right now. Okay? Just picture me as me and you were friends. We're somewhere hanging out right now. We're talking about this specific anime character that I'm about to discuss right now. Consider it that. Like, we're just chilling. We're vibing. We're talking. You may feel like you have a better interaction with me by doing this versus reacting. So, please let me know how you guys like this, if you want me to continue to do it. And without, see, again, I understand the yapping allegations, okay? We're gonna get started with talking about the one and only Set Your Heart Ablaze, Rengoku. One of the first things I feel like we have to talk about when it comes to Rengoku is that his death is just too soon. We barely get, like, any amount of time with him, and I just think that is a crime. Because I love Rengoku so much. I wish he was around longer. His death was just too quick. And I love characters like Rengoku. So I think that's kind of also another problem for me. But I would have loved to see him stick around more, see him with the trio of Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and Inosuke. I would have loved to see that kind of dynamic there longer, because we get a glimpse of what it would be like. And it was just really cute, and it was adorable. And I also would have just loved to see him around the other Hashira, because his death impacts a lot of them, like, very dearly. Like, Morichiro, if I remember correctly, has a very big reaction. Mitsuri talks about it. Tengen even has, like, in Entertainment District, there are moments where he's thinking about Rengoku during the fighting and stuff with Daki and her brother. So it's like, he had such an impact on a lot of these Hashira that we really didn't get to see their actual, like, bond and connection. And it drives me insane. Because he just clearly had such an impact on all of their lives, and we just really didn't get to see it long enough. And I think in a way I understand some of the Hashira had to die at the beginning to, I think, maybe show just how strong the demons are. Some of them are. So it also might have been like, let's demonstrate how strong some of these demons are by losing a Hashira and having the trio there for them to have this major impact on them that can potentially push them forward. That's what a lot of shows do. You know, Jiraiya in Naruto, I think his death was really to push Naruto, you know, put a new, like, chapter and path and struggle in Naruto's life of losing Jiraiya. And so, like, I get, you know, you want to do that. Ace in One Piece, I think his death was to help push Luffy further and give him a really, like, true dramatic trauma in a way. And so, like, I get it. That's probably more or less why Rengoku died. It was too soon. You know what I mean? It was a little too soon. I would have loved to see him around more. Like I said, I do kind of get it, though, in a sense. But doesn't mean I'm not gonna complain about it. Not complain about it, but I still love Demon Slayer. I love Mugen Train. His death was very heartbreaking. I cried a lot because I already loved him, like, immediately. I was like, I'm gonna love Rengoku. Like, I know that already. It was obvious. And then he died, and I was like, fuck. Fuck. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I really enjoyed his like, the kind of, like, little story of his family a little bit. I liked his little brother. His little brother was cute. It seemed to, like, really look up to him extremely. I remember his mom passes away of, like, a disease, right? It was some kind of sickness, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, so I might have some stuff wrong. But I believe she had some kind of sickness and passed away. And then their dad kind of just, I think, was kind of like a drunk or something. Wasn't really around, wasn't really doing much of anything. To be honest, from my recollection, again, did I say that right? From my recollection, that even a word? I remember something about, like, him just not really being there and kind of being a drunk, and Rengoku and his little brother having to, like, take care of each other. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I'm just making that up. Or maybe I'm getting something else mixed up. But I believe that's what happened. Again, it's been a while since I've watched the beginning of Demon Slayer. I need to maybe rewatch it again. We are going to go see the movie maybe this weekend. We haven't seen the movie yet. So, that'll be fun. Anyway, for Rengoku to be so happy and energetic as he is, with, like, even giving that type of a background, kind of, it's kind of wild. I do like that his death doesn't happen and then never really gets mentioned again. I like that after his death, throughout the show, we see moments that it's still impacting some of the Hashira and some of the other Demon Slayers, like, even after. Like, it's not, oh, he died, move on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get to kind of see it kind of still impacting some of them, and kind of like I said earlier with Tengen in Entertainment District, and thinking about him and having this, like, conversation with him. And if I remember right, even Mitsuri has, like, a moment of thinking about him and talking about him to, I think it was Tanjiro, I believe. And even Morichiro, I believe. Yeah, Morichiro had the part of his sword, the flame part. Like, even he was still impacted by that during his point of the story. And, you know, it's to really see a lot of that impact that he made on a lot of them. And those main ones specifically was just crazy to me. Like, it was also very heartbreaking too. But I like that his death doesn't happen and then we just move past it. Like, we kind of see what that does to some of them and what it has done. And even with Tanjiro uses some of his techniques in the way that Rengoku did. Like, you know, you see him doing the stance and stuff like that. Like, he starts to use that way that he was. And I think there was something about the Tanjiro's ability and the flame breathing was similar. I don't know why I keep saying ability. It's breathing. I keep saying that. It's breathing. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think that was kind of a reason, but I like that once all of that happens, he starts to kind of take those techniques and stances into his own breathing technique for Rengoku. It kind of felt like it in honor of Rengoku type of a thing. And watching them, like, show Tanjiro doing the stance and then Rengoku doing it, you're just like, yay! You get so excited. Like, I loved seeing that, and I feel like they all have kind of moments of that too, but it's so adorable. I love it so much. I think something with Rengoku is that a lot of people have the controversy of his design. I think a lot of it is his eyebrows, which I can agree. But I actually like his design. I like kind of the flame aspect that they put on him. I do like the hairstyle. I do like his hair. I don't mind his eyebrows. They are a little extra, I will admit, but I focus on his hair for some reason. Like, when I see Rengoku, I'm looking at his hair. I'm not really looking at his eyebrows, I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at that yellow, red-ass hair. Like, that's what I'm looking at. But I like his design. I like his sword. I think he's a little bit different than other flame types in anime. You know, like, when you think about anime characters with, like, a fire flame type, they're very opposite of Rengoku. Like a Bakugo. Bakugo's is more of explosion, so you can maybe think differently, but it's still flames. It's still fire. You know, he's kind of got that, like, angry kind of, you know, behavior. You think about Zuko is another one. I know that's not technically anime, but he just popped into my head. I think about Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender. Like, he's, at the beginning at least, he's a little bit more, like, tempered and stuff like that, which he still kind of is, I think, even by the end. But he's not as bad. But, you know, they all have this, like, kind of, like, temper mentality, and even Todoroki has a little bit of that, but he's also the flame, or the ice, you know, icy hot. So maybe that's why he's a little bit different, is because he also has the ice that impacts him as well. that could be a conversation if I get to my hero characters. Is that anyway? You think about other characters that are flame, and I feel like Rengoku is very kind of opposite to that in a way. He's very calm, he's collected, he's not really angry often. He doesn't like have that temperament that some characters who are fire are. And some are not. Like I wouldn't describe Choi in Solo Leveling really having a temperament. He seems to be a little bit more on the Rengoku side than like Bakugo or Zuko, you know what I mean? Like when I think about fire types in anime, my brain always thinks of like the hot-tempered and like, just all over the place. So when you think about Rengoku, you're like, oh, you're not that. You're not that. And technically neither is Choi now that I think about it. But I kind of like the fact that even though he's this fire type breathing person, Hashira, he's not fiery. You know what I mean? Like, he's fire, but he's not fiery. Like, it's kind of, I like that little kind of dynamic of him being slightly different than what you would expect. You would suspect, like, Sanemi, the wind Hashira, to be more of a flame one because of how, how angry he gets. Like, you would kind of think that is more what I go to, which he's a little bit more like Bakugo. So, but I actually do like his design. I actually don't hate it. I kind of like it. Just because it's different, I think. And I just think he's cool looking. Not gonna lie. I also really love how strong Rengoku is. I think he was very strong during the battle, and I think that's why is it Akaza? I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. I thought how you said it was Akaza, but then I've been hearing some people say it differently. So now I'm like questioning if I'm saying it right. My bad if I'm not, but I thought it was Akaza. Anyway, but when, this guy, this dude, this man, I kind of get why he was so like eager to get Rengoku to become a demon because of how strong he was. He saw how strong he was during, like, while fighting him. And was like, oh, you would be so cool if you were a demon. Like, do this. You should be a demon. Like, think about all the things we can do. And it's like, he saw that potential of what kind of a demon he could be. And that is very, like, a crazy thing to kind of add of, like, this demon is willing to change this Hashira into a demon because of how powerful he is. He can see that of the potential of how strong Rengoku was. And it definitely makes sense. Like, I kind of don't blame Akaza for wanting to turn him into a demon because it's like, he was strong. You had somebody like Rengoku on your side, then yeah, I could see wanting to try to do that. It didn't work, obviously. But, it would have been crazy to think about. Thinking about Rengoku as a demon would be kind of cool. I listen. I think he'd be hot. Because he kind of already is, in my opinion. But it obviously wouldn't happen. Like, I don't see him ever thinking once about being a demon. Like, that would not have happened. But it is cool to, like, think about it. Like, what would he look like if he was one? I've seen fan arts of people doing that. Like, if Rengoku had actually accepted becoming a demon, and what he would look like. And sometimes it's cool to kind of think about that, like, what-ifness of what if they did that? I always think about, like, what if Naruto joined the Akatsuki? Like, what if Naruto didn't actually... He actually hated the leaf and left, like Sasuke. Like, what would have happened? Like, that stuff is kind of fun to think about. Like, how would the story be different if this one thing went this way instead of that way? We don't want it to go that way because I don't really want to imagine Rengoku being a demon and trying to kill the other Hashira. But he would have been cool looking, though. He would have been kind of cool. My husband and I, if we're eating something, like if we go out somewhere or DoorDash something or cook something, and one of us will be like, how's it taste? Like, how is it? One of us will be like, tasty! Because of Rengoku. So it's very fun to do that. We'll be like, tasty! Because we're nerds in this household. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. Well, Shelby and her husband Laura for you, I guess. Like I said earlier, I do wish that Rengoku, we got to see him around like Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke together more. Because I love the cute scene on the train when Tanjiro falls asleep on his shoulder. And even Rengoku is asleep. And it is just the most cutest thing ever. They are just so cute. I love it. He just looks all comfy. I'm like, ah. Like, he looked so safe too. He looked very like, I feel safe, so I'm gonna lay here. And it's so cute. And I love it so much. I wish we could have more scenes like that because they were so cute. It was adorable. And I kind of liked, besides Giyu, I think Rengoku was kind of the first other Hashira to accept Nezuko. Like, all of them were kind of unsure at first, besides Giyu, because he actually saw it. But, you know, I think, if I remember right, Rengoku was the first one besides Giyu to be like, I accept her as a demon slayer. Like, I accept her into this family. Because she risked her life to save those people on that train. And he saw that. So I kind of like that too. He was the first Hashira, and I kind of think maybe that's why some of the other Hashira kind of agreed. It didn't really take long for like Mitsuri to be okay with it, you know. It was kind of quick. I think Tengen was a little spectacle, but not as bad as he could have been. I think he could have been more spectacle. So the fact that he really was not as spectacle, I think was probably maybe because of Rengoku. But I can't remember how Morichiro was. I can't remember if he was really spectacle or if he was kind of just like, whatever. I don't remember, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna have to find out, because, like, I can't remember. But I absolutely love Rengoku, and I wish he was in the show more. Like, I get it, you know. I do, in a sense, understand it. Maybe they needed to die, whatever. But just, like, I wish he was just around a little bit. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see, like, him fight alongside, like, Tengen. Like, it would have been really cool if we got to see some type of fight that those two were in together, fighting this, like, a demon or something. Like, it just would have been so cool. I think their fighting styles, like, the entertainment, like, Tengen has, and, like, you know, the sound Hashira, and him being, like, flamboyant against Rengoku, who is kind of opposite of that, but flames is still, flame breathing can be, you know, flamboyant entertainment. So I feel like it would have been really cool to watch those two, like, fight alongside each other and see them in action, because I think that would have been so fucking cool. That would have been insane to watch, actually. I kind of wish that happened. Can you imagine? Tengen and Rengoku fighting a demon together? Or training together. Imagine if there was a training arc. I mean, we did get to see Giyu and Sanemi fight each other. That was insane. Imagine if we got to see Rengoku and Tengen train together like that. That would have been fun as shit. I would have loved to see that, actually. Now that I'm, like, thinking about how cool it would look in my head, that is amazing right now. I love that. God. I mean, now it wasn't heaven. That would have been just so cool, now that I kind of sit here and think about it. We do have a Entertainment District poster. It's right here. Poster of Mugen Train. I'm kind of shocked we don't have one, because I love Mugen Train. But need to get that at some point. But yeah. I love Rengoku. I wish he was around more. It would have been so cool to see him, like, just interact with everybody more, especially, like, Tanjiro. Because Tanjiro seemed to have a really big impact, or Rengoku had a really big impact on Tanjiro as well, like, a lot. You can really see that form for him, so it would have been really cool to see him interact more. But, you know, what are you gonna do? That's what I wish, is that it could have had more of an interaction. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a fan who likes it. But at the same time, I kind of understand that, you know, in this world of Demon Slayer, the Hashiras are gonna die. There are gonna be Hashiras that are gonna die. Like, not everybody is gonna make it out. Like, you know that, just because of how the story goes. I feel like it makes sense. Like, the demons kind of have the upper hand in a lot of aspects. So, I kind of get, like, somebody had to die, I think, in the beginning. But I just wish it wasn't so quick. You know, could we at least gotten, like, a couple seasons with him, you know? Like, maybe 2. It would be cool if he was an entertainment district. That would have been fun. Put him in there. That would have been great, you know? Something could have happened then. At least we would have gotten a little bit longer with him if it had to be Rengoku. You know what I mean? I also love Tengen. I love Tengen, actually. He is so fun. I like Entertainment District just because of him, mostly. But, yeah. I like Sonami, too. I might be also a little bit biased because his voice actor is Dazai. So I might be a little biased. But I do like the Wind Hashira. I think he's the Wind Hashira, right? Yeah. And I think Sonami's the Wind Hashira. Anyway. Well, that was fun. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know some things you like about Rengoku. Let me know if you agree with anything I said. If you have any other opinions that you might have when it comes to this. If you think maybe his death was also too short. Maybe you felt like it was just right. And, you know, just let me know your opinion. Let me know how you like this series as well. Like I said at the beginning, I'll say it again. Let me know how you like this series that I'm doing, because I am enjoying doing it and kind of actually feel like I get to interact with you guys kind of, instead of just sitting here reacting and like talking. I feel like I'm actually like here, I'm present, you know? I'm not that person that's like looking around me. I'm like actually here in the moment with you. So, you know, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other characters you guys would like me to do in this series. If there's any Demon Slayer characters, any others, any ones I haven't done yet. You know, I'm going to keep all of that. And as the show, I know technically I can't with Rengoku, technically, but say I did Tengen, and then the show ends, like all the movies are done, anime's over, I can do a part 2. So if you're ever like, oh, she kind of missed something, or say I talk about Tengen and I forget something, you can be like, hey, you forgot this, or something. And then as the movies come out and stuff, I could like, you know, discuss things. So I could do a part 2 of just a different character, but just FYI. So, and if you feel like I missed anything regarding Rengoku, let me know. And we can maybe in the comments talk about it, start a little conversation. Or I could put something in the community tab about it. And you can tell me what you think there. We can do that if you want it. Oh my god, okay. So the hint for the next character after this one that you guys are going to get, here's your hint in the comments. Guess who you think it is, and in that video, let me know if you were right or not. And here we go. You ready? True art is an explosion! That is your hint in the comments. Let me know. And like always, I'm happy you were here. Believe it.
Anyway, bye-bye.